Bonjour, Ani Kilawea, Gishiwagash Kibjai, P and the Schnabek Nation, Gizom Ziligan and the Schnabemon Kiluinan. Migo Twendam, JP Montano, Minua Joanne Machano, B Kinomagi Yang Nongum. Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming here for the webinar featuring Anishinaabemowin words and phrases for Bopolgama Gizis from the annual calendar, the Anishinaabe Nation's Gizomazinigan. Thank you, JP and Joanne, for joining us today, and thank you, everybody, for your patience as we were sorting out our connectivity issues today. Ali Darnay and Dishingas, Gitigan CB and Donjaba, Wayanuk Ga Ka Bikwang Nda Anishinaabe Ojibwe Kwayandao. I'm Ali Darnay from Garden River First Nation. I currently reside in Niagara Falls. A Nigan Zik Kidong and Anishinaabe manager in Anishinaabe Nation in Donjanaki. I'm the Anishinaabe manager here at the Anishinaabe Nation. Ngichinendam Je Naki Tawagwa Gidinwe Winana Miigwech. I'm really happy, that I get to work for the language, with our language, and I'm grateful for that every day. The Anishinaabe Nation established the Anishinaabe Department in January of 2023 to support language preservation, reclamation, and revitalization. Nahau Gintam Lori, Maba A Nakid Anishinaabe coordinator Lori McLeod Shabagijic. Over to you, Lori. She is our Anishinaabe coordinator here at the Anishinaabe Nation.
And Akita Anishinaabe Daunja Anishinaabe Nation, as Ali says, I'm the Anishinaabe coordinator for the Anishinaabe Nation. Lori McLeod, Shabagishik, Indishnakas, Nipissing First Nation, Nibendagwas, Minwachiging, Donjaba. I am a member of Nipissing First Nation and originally from Chiging First Nation, Chmiigwech, Gibajayek, and I just wanted to start off here with the Ngudwe Wangazit Anishinaabe. Marcy, if you could, can you go back a slide, please? Now, so Ngudwe Wangazit Anishinaabe, Mimanda Nwiying, this is our language and this is who we are. These beautiful images on this pictograph were created and gifted to us by our lead elder, Gordon Wandabinswa. He had gifted them to us prior to his passing, and they tell a very beautiful story. So I'd like to share a little bit about that with you today. Miigwech. Next slide, please. Debenjagad gi san Anishinaabe and a king. Gibidugun gardenem and adowa dizuin. Shkure nabe ake noden. Gibidugostanan we nagadwan mampi Shkugmagon. The Benjagag Giminan Gitchatwa Windagok, Anishinaaben wa Nagdung Jin, Nindanijwaswe Kinomadwinan. Zagedwin, de Boywin, Manadendamwin, the Bakawin, the Badendiswin, Gokwazamin, Minwa Akadewin. The Benjagag Kimin Guna, Deadbinwe, Winagadawendawin. Kamana Dendana Gabejuwebak, Minwa Nango Megwa Ejuwebak, Minwa Geabe Wanijuwebak. Chmiigwech, and that's the preamble to the Anishinaabe Nation Constitution. Next slide, please. Just before we begin our presentation, I just wanted to share with you these the calendars. We had started in 2022 with the first one, and we're so grateful to artist Zoe Wood-Solomon for sharing her work with us, and also James Jocko, and this year Dan Commanda. Each year, the calendar hasn't been a funded initiative. It's been a lot of volunteer work and a lot of contributions from supporting departments here within Anishinaabe Nation, and we're very excited this year that instead of us making up the phrases, that this year we went to the communities. So each month features a different dialect from across Anishinaabe territory. And so that's part of what we're doing today, is we're having each of the facilitators each month present their dialect. And I'm going to be sharing with you in the chat the links to the former documents. Even though the years have passed, there's still a lot of phrases in there that may be of interest to learners. So we're hoping that you'll find those of interest. Miigwech. Next slide. And with that, I'd like to pass it on over to Ali. introduce our speakers. Miigwech.
Now, miigwech, Lori. Oh, getting them to introduce you to our facilitators today, John Paul Montano and Joanne Machano for Big-Tigong Nishnabek. Joanne is a member of Big-Tigong Nishnabek and has worked with the community since 1990. She's been part of let me switch things up here. I see there's been a little bit of a reverse here, so I'm gonna jump ahead and I'll go over to John Paul. So John Paul Montano is a second language speaker of Anishinaabe. He's developed immersion programs at the tribal college level, at the First Nations community level, and has educated many of our elders on how to effectively provide immersion instruction. John Paul's worked extensively with the last remaining speakers of Big-Tigong's dialect in order to reconstruct Big-Tigong Anishinaabe. He's currently educating teachers with Big-Tigong on the unique grammar of the community's dialect. He's a member of the Big-Tigong Bodwe Me Nishnabek. Next slide. Now, Joanne is a member of Big-Tigong, as I mentioned earlier. She's part of community efforts to reconstruct and revitalize their dialect of Anishinaabe. She supported the efforts of JP and Big-Tigong speakers in the documentation of their dialect and development of their dictionary. We're really happy that they agreed to contribute to this year's Anishinaabe Nations Gizizo and to provide us with phrases from their region and dialect. So we're going to turn it over to the two of them to share Bopo Gume Gizis's phrases. Naha, machada.
Oh, miigwech, Lori and Ali, thank you for that. I'm not going to be saying very much because unfortunately I don't speak. I'm not a speaker. I'm not an understander, and I'm not a very good pronouncer. That being said, I've worked very diligently with our team to reconstruct our dialect. Our dialect in Big-Tigong was pretty well dead. We had a few speakers left in the community, and through the work of JP and our speakers and understanders, and also the incredible amount of work done by other communities in regards to language development, we've been very fortunate that we've been able to save our language and document it. And now we're moving into creating materials to facilitate speaker creation. So with that, it's my pleasure to introduce JP, and I'll hand that over to JP, and he will be taking it away from here. So miigwech.
Miigwech to all of you. So I'll start out with an apology for making everyone wait. I don't know why I couldn't log in here. So not a good start, but hopefully it goes better now. So Lori, you just want me to read through these slides here?
The intent would be for you to share the pronunciation of the phrases, and also to share the meaning, the breakdown of the words. If you could repeat the pronunciations twice, that would be great. And don't worry about the time. I know we had slated an hour, but if we go over, that's just fine.
You're never supposed to tell it. You're never supposed to tell Anishinaabe men, don't worry about the time. We'll be here till next week, right? I'm just kidding. And just if you want to jump in, if I go off path or something, and just go ahead and do it. You don't need to be super polite here. Just say, shut up already, go on to the next one. So I have the chat on here. That's mostly not blocking my screen. I'm going to try to keep looking at it. So, Uyezhinge Gizigat. Uyezhinge Gizigat. So it is deceiving people by speech day, which some of our speakers use for April Fool's Day. Uyezhinge. And then, okay, should I comment on this other thing in the parentheses or just keep going?
It's really up to you. It's up to you. You're welcome to, share.
I'll just stay with our dialect here. Uh, okay, so I'm not sure how much to talk about these words, and you probably don't want a morphology lesson, so I'll keep going. Umandena genogabizimin. Umandena genogabizimin. So umande is here, similar to mampi in some other dialects. Na is a question marker, a yes/no question marker. Genogabizimin, we exclusive, are going to nog, stop or pause, bizo, in this case, driving. So we have to be in a vehicle here when we say this. And the we is inclusive of the listener. So our languages, probably everyone in this call knows, is we exclusive and we inclusive. So this is, are we inclusive of the listener and in a vehicle stopping here? Gimnongwamna the Bitcoin. Gimnongwamna the Bitcoin. Did you sleep well last night? Gimnongwam single, you singular. Gimnongwam past tense from the verb nungwamo. Sleep well. Na again is the yes/no question marker, always placed in the second word or position of a sentence. The Bitcoin last night. Today wabo go jitamadis. Today wabo go jitamadis. Today wabo, we use that for coffee now. It literally means black liquid. You'll see kade black, abo liquid. The W is a connector. Those are your morphemes there. Go jitamadis. N is neen, me, ga shall. And then the verb itself is ujitamadis, ujit, to make or create, and then dizof is the reflexive for oneself. So kadewabu go jitamadis. I shall make coffee for myself. Or in regular English, I'm going to make coffee for myself. In this sentence, ban ma is an older form of what I'm suspecting most people were bama. So they're the same thing. Ban ma is an older form. They use that in Bictagong. They also use bama. And then this last word here, gigoshmoyad, from the verb gigoshmo, is fasting, but not the first fast. The first fast is kadeket. So this sentence is for people who have already done their very first fast, or what we traditionally would call a puberty fast. So Gigo Shmo is now, like for those of us that have done this before, that's fasting now. And then Ziguan is the, where it says Geziguang, Ge dash. Ziguan is it is spring. Ge is shall be, or we use that for next spring. Well, Bictagong use it for next spring. Migo ban ma geziguang, wigi goshmuyad. Migo ban ma geziguang, wigi goshmuyad. Excuse me. In number 6, did you ever eat moose heart? Again, we have a yes/no question marker. Na is always in the second position of a sentence or the second word. We cause ever. Mos de, one word. Mos del or mos de or mos de. The 3 different ways to say it in Bictagong. Mos from moose, de from heart, one word, moose heart. Gimi jin, the first G is you, the second GII is past tense. Mi jin, eat something inanimate. We kana mos de gimi jin. Gimi jin. In some dialects, the double G is pronounced K. In Bictagong, the preferred pronunciation is as a single voiced consonant G, as if there was only one G there. In places like Doganing or Wikwemkong, you'll find that that becomes a K. Kimijin means the same thing, just a different kind of accent. And the last one on this slide, the main word in here, is Ankobijigun. Ankobijigun is we use for ancestors, also for great grandchildren. And it literally means link, which has a whole bunch of implications for worldview and Atsokanen. Gadan Kobajigananik, our inclusive, on Kobajigan, our inclusive ancestors. So presumably we're speaking to other Anishinaabe people. Gadan Kobajigananik, Quen Madanik, Quen Madanik, from the verb Quen Ma, to remember someone. Da means let's, and Nick means to do it to more than one animate object. Gadan Kobajigananik, Quen Madanik. Let's remember our ancestors. Literally, let's remember our links. And number 8, where's the wedding going to be? Ande, we use for where. Other dialects use Nipija in Potawatomi, or Apish. So Bikram uses ande. Je is where. Get is shall. We, the get, is getting married. Non-wong makes it abstract. So on the geja we the get non-wong. On the geja we the get non-wong. Another way to say this in Bikram is on the geja we the gang. On the geja we the gang. That's also used. Either way, it means where's the wedding going to be? No matter how you say it, someone's going to get married and you got to bring a gift to them. Number 9, on them in Bikram. Other dialects use onint. And then I'm going to bet there's a whole bunch of other ways. Again, the verb mijin, to eat something inanimate. Ga, I shall. So andum et the go gamijin. Andum et the go gamijin. I'm literally some only I shall eat, or I'll just eat some. Andum et the go gamijin. Giabegon depsini. So go, when I talk about grammar, is kind of like almost sometimes putting an exclamation point. And Anishinaabe are allowed to do that in the middle of a sentence. We don't just do it at the front like Spanish speakers, or at the end like English speakers. We could kind of put it in the center. So giabe is still exclamation point. Depsini, I am full, from the verb depsini, to be full. Andum etago gamijin. Giabegon depsini. Andum etagon gamijin. Giabegon depsini. And number 10, anin p, when. Other dialects will say anish p. Anin p gawi. Other dialects will say wa. That's the change conjunct, or the desiderative, or voluntative, or future tense. Begid what. Anin p gawi begid what. Anin p gawi begid what. So when is net going to get set, or when is he going to set net? Number 11, munjago eduk p. Other dialects use edic, like we come Kong, for example, Doganing. Munjago eduk p means whenever, like whenever, whatever time at all. Munjago eduk p geda biganojish. From the verb ganona, to talk to someone, speak to someone. And when we put bit on there, that's how most of the speakers that I converse with use for phoning. So to speak this way toward me, we use for phoning. So Munjagoidik P Gada Biganojish. Munjagoidik P Gada Biganojish. Wewendum, other dialects will use wewene or wene. Wewendum go bakajawe weduskinwe. Wewendum go bakajawe weduskinwe. Appropriately is what one translation of wewendum, or real or really good, something like that. What appropriately my community uses this for thank you also. Again, go, kind of like a little exclamation point in the middle of a sentence, kind of like that. Like that young man over there cleans fish really well. It's almost like saying like that. Wendumgo, really well. Bakajawe, to clean fish. Wede, that animate being over there. Ushkinwe, ushkinwe, young man. The next one, Nmisho. Nmisho is a vocative noun. It's only used in direct address. So we wouldn't say Nmishomis if we're speaking directly to our grandfather. We would say Nmisho. So one person speaking directly addressing that person's grandpa. So Nmisho, Gadaboz the Dwishnam. And I have a typo there, G-I-I, by the way, that's my mistake. Misho, so that's grandpa. Show me, they would say in English or Ojinglish in Bitugong. The vocative, direct address for grandfather. Misho, Gadaboz in the Dwishnam is a conjugated VTA verb for you can do that with us. You can catch a ride with us. Gishpin if nendaman. Nendaman, you think so, you regard that, you consider that, or in common English, if you'd like, something like that. So, Misho. Gedabozene Dwishnam. Gishpin nendaman. Misho. Gedabozene Dwishnam. Gishpin nendaman. And the last one on this slide. Mr. Squatch, Mande. Ande endat Guijiwagat. And then another typo, there should be a question mark at the end of the Anishinaabe sentence. Ande endat Guijiwagan. Ande endat Guijiwagan. Ande, you remember, means where. Endat, the change conjunct for a third person singular's residence, where someone lives. So in this case, your chum. Where does an animate being live? And then Guijiwagan, from the noun Ouijiwagan, in Bikagong means chum, friend, companion, something like that. And G means your, just you singular. On the end dot Guijiwagan, question mark on the end. Where does your chum live? Sorry about my typos. Number 15, Nibwa. In other dialects, you'll hear Nibna. Same thing, just different dialect. Nibwa Nishnabek Yaokwede. Nibwa Nishnabek Yaokwede. Nibwa, many, Nishnabek, plural Nishnabe. Yaok, from the verb ya, to be in a specific place. Wuk, them. So there are many Nishnabek people. Wede, over there. Nibwa Nishnabek Yaok Wede. Nibwa Nishnabek Yaok Wede. Number 16. Anish Ejiyat Gos. Anish Ejiyat Gos. So Ejiyat, how he feels. Je is the manner of. Ya is to exist, the manner of existing. Ejiyat, the manner that In this case, he is existing. Anish, how? How is he existing? Gos from the dependent animate noun os, which is the stem for father. G is gin or your father. Anish eshiat gos. Number 17. Noko. Gdawido kon. Again, this is a vocative noun. So it's a direct address. We wouldn't say for speaking directly to, like if I'm speaking directly to my grandmother, I wouldn't say Nokomis. I only would say Nokomis if I was talking about my grandmother to Lori, for example. So, oh, my grandmother is a very good cook. She likes moose in the third person. But when I'm speaking directly, again, similar to grandfather, we call it a vocative noun. So when our voice is going directly toward that noun, so to speak, direct address, the vocative noko from the animate noun nokomis. Noko, gdawido kon. And this is from the verb wido, goa, to help someone. And this is I could, so you could be helped by me, right? So the G is you, granny. That OON on the end is referring to the first person singular. Da is could, should, or would. No gadawido could, you could be helped by me. Or in regular English, granny, I could help you. Number 18. Ningo gisogak. So in 1 month. Ningo gisogak. Wimaji bagadwewok. Wimaji bagadwewok. Ningo gisogak. Wimaji. Ningo gisogak. Wimaji bagadwewok. Ningo gisogak. Wimaji bagadwewok. So ngo is a preverb for one. Ni, referring to in the future. Gisogak, giswagat. It is 1 month. That's from that verb. We is the future tense marker. Maji, start. It's a preverb. And bagadwewok is the they are bagadwe. Bagadwe is to play lacrosse. Or to play bagadwe, however you want to say that. So ningo gisogak, imaji bagadwewok. Number 19. Anin pi ga we bam kojoyen nongo. Anin pi ga we bam kojoyen nongo. Anin pi is when. Gawi, other dialects will use wa. Biktagon uses gawi because Biktagon is a dialect of Ojibwe. We means to go and do something. Other dialects will use o, like in Odawa, o. And bam kojoyen, that you will paddle, from the verb bam kojwe, literally to paddle around. Yin is the plain conjunct, or in this case, the change conjunct, second person singular, you. So bam kojwe, you, right? And then nongom is today, other dialects will use nongwa or nongo. Anin pi gawi we bam kojwe nongom. I would respond bego, like right now. Number 20. Jin kabi wedeke mikok unje. Jin kabi wedeke mikok unje. Je is over there in this case. Kabi is it is flooded, so the land is flooded. Wede, that land, wedeke, that land over there. So it is flooded, that land over there. Shin could be wedeke. Mikok unje, beavers because of the beavers or due to the beavers. Jin could be wedeke, mikok unje. Then everyone probably knows this one already. But Anin, Anishnagit. So Anin or Ani in some dialects. Biktung was an Anin community. Hello, from whence, but in high, Anishnagin. Kind of an informal way to say it. But how are you? And I'm going to assume everyone's heard some version of this sentence at some point. Tigijagat. That's one verb with the purity on the end, the full sentence. It is Earth Day. Kigijagat. From the verb gijagat, it is day or it is a day. It's a full sentence. And then ki on the front is preverb formed. It's a preverb formed from the noun ki, ki. And so when we put a noun to make it a preverb, when it ends in a short I, we elongate the final vowel in Bikthun's dialect. So it becomes ki with a hyphen because it's a preverb. So ki gijagat, literally, it is Earth Day. Ki gijagat. Gnon des kadena. So I think everyone knows this one. Or in some other dialects, kabakadena. So that's the same thing, different dialect. Gnon des kadena. Are you hungry? The answer for me always is or ya or ah. Number 24, Nguyen Wai. Nguyen Wai na Nijin Mikon Ogid Sodan Guzis. Nguyen Wai na Nijin Mikon Ogid Sonan Guzis. I'll work backwards here. Guzis on the end with the 1G is an animate dependent noun stem that cannot be used alone. It has to have a personal prefix of something on the front. In this case, G, which is gin or you singular, your son. So gozis is a noun that means your son. Other communities will use nguis. Bictogong uses gozis, same thing, just a different way to say it. Sonan from the verb sona, to trap an animate being. And then ugi is, the W is wean for your son in this case. Ugi is past tense. Ugid sonan, your son trapped the beavers. And we know the beavers didn't trap the sun, right? Because it could be because mikon would be mikok. And since it's got an N on it, we know that's obviated for all you grammar junkies like me. Mikon is the object of this verb, which makes guzis the actor. So it is guzis, your son, trapping the beaver or beavers. And actually, I have a typo here. That should be an H on the end. That's my mistake. McCoy or McCo. And the reason for that is because beavers, there's Nijin beavers. There's two. Nij in other dialects. Bictogong uses Nijin. Two beavers. But they're not just any old beavers. They're obviated beavers. They're the second, third person. They're the object of an action by a third person, your son. Your son is doing something to plural beavers. So it gets an N if it's one beaver, or an H, because JP made a mistake here. He's very good at making mistakes. McCoy or McCo, to indicate that beavers is both obviative and plural. There should be an H in Bictung's dialect. In dialects like Odawa or Potawatomi, there is no plural obviative. There's no way to say So this would be correct in Odawa, but it is incorrect in Bicton style. Should be H there. So Bicton, because of their closeness to Cree, they have plural aviation. So continuing along, going from the back, Nijin is 2. Other dialects use niche. Not is a question, yes, no question marker. It's always in the second spot in the sentence, second word. And Nguyen white, I got this one right. The H on the end is obviative, those animate beings over there, plural. That's what the H is. If there was only one beaver, because it's referring to the beaver, right? This refers to the obviated noun, which is mkon, which should be McCoy, McCoy. Nguyen wai, McCoy, those beavers over there. So literally would mean, did your son trap those 2 beavers over there? Right? Something like that. So Nguyen wai na Nijin McCoy, ugid sonan guzes. Nguyen wai na Nijin McCoy, ugid sonan guzes. Aviation is not ever a fun topic in grammar classes, so I'm just going to try to just get out of here before the questions come. Gibagadwe watugo keko, where the kiwezi. Gibagadwe watugo keko, where the kiwezi. So kiwezi, old man, where the animate being over there. Ko, in this usage, used to. And this big old word here is, you'll see lacrosse in there, Bagadewe, this one here. I don't know if anyone can see my little pointer, but I'm pointing away with my mouse pointer. Bagadewe Watagoke. Ooh, there's another pointer. So Bagadewe is lacrosse. The W is a connector. That second W. And tick, wooden thing, okay, to make it, make or produce, but cat. And the gi is past tense. So literally past tense, lacrosse, duct tape W, wooden thing, making, third person singular. So that old man made lacrosse sticks, ko, formerly or used to, wede kiwansi. So that old man over there, or the old man, or however you want to say that, used to make lacrosse sticks. Anish ejibiga dek wede kwaki gading. Again, I should have a question mark on the end. Thank you, mouse pointer person. My mistake. My apologies. Anish ejibiga dek wede guak iganing. We use H for the glottal in Bicton's dialect. Anish ejibiga dek wede guak iganing. Guakigan. Guakigan is a sign. Ing is on the sign, locative. Wede, that thing over there. Ejibigadek, from Jibigadet, it is written so, or it is written so. And Ejibigadek is the thing that is written so, or the inanimate thing that is written so. And Anish, how? How is it written so? In common English, we'd say, what is written, or what does it say? Over there on the sign. Anish Ejibigadek, where the guakiganim. And the next one, Nop Ming, Nop Ming Wede Gudnismin. Nop Ming, in the bush, alternative spellings on this. Instead of the double I, you can also use a single I. I suspect that's similar in other dialects. That's definitely a case in Bictogong. Nop Ming, literally in the bush. Wede, over there. So Nop Ming Wede Gudnismin, from the verb deniza. Deniza is to temporarily stay in a particular place. And the is shall, and the N on the front and the min on the back is we exclusive, which means the person that we're talking to will not be staying in the bush with us. So we, but not the listener, will be staying in the bush. Number 28, Wingero. Other dialects, apchigo. Wingero, so very much so, very much. Go, again, we got the little kind of exclamation point thing perhaps in the middle of a sentence. Minwen animate thing makes me happy, from the verb nwen ma. Nwen ma. So somebody makes an animate being happy. We put gun on the end and on the front, and it means the inanimate thing makes the N on the front mean happy. So very much, exclamation point, it makes me happy that, we. In Odawa, that would be spelled we, at least in Roge's dictionary. That makes me very happy. Here we have this verb again, to catch a ride with someone. So gedabozendon. So again, na, second word in the sentence, makes it yes or no question. Gedabozendona. That first word in the sentence, that big long one. So bozenadwa is to catch a ride with someone. Da is could, would, or should. And the G on the front is paired with the OON on the back, and it means I doing something to you. You singular. So I could catch a ride with you, na. Or in English, we could say, huh? Something like that. So gada bozenadona. Could I catch a ride with you? Number 30, umande, again, mampi in some other dialects, or uma, also you can use in Bictagong. Umande bijan. In other dialects, bijan, but Bictagong has only one verb, it is not separated. Umande bijan. So the N on the end makes it an imperative from the verb bija, to come towards the speaker. Umande bijan, come toward me, the speaker. Here, come here in this direction. You singular N. If we wanted to speak to more than one person in Bictagong, umande bijayok. Bijayok. YOK would go on the end. Come here, use. Umande bijayok. Did we lose it? Okay. Number 31. Miwabong bjinak gebegumshkat Luigi-wagan. Miwabong bjinak gebegumshkat Luigi-wagan. Let's start with bjinak. Gamak P in other dialects. Gamak P eventually. Bictagong uses bjinak. Wabong tomorrow. Wabong bjinak tomorrow at some point, or tomorrow eventually. Again, we have go, exclamation point, kind of in the middle, and it gets paired with me. Migo wabong bjinak. Ga is shall, but in the change conjunct. Begum shkat, to arrive by boat, from the verb begum shka, to arrive by boat. And the next one, Ouija-wagon, if you take that N off, is the noun, the animate noun for chum or friend, companion. And the N on the front makes it possessed by the first person singular me, my. Migo wabong bjinak, gibagum shkat Ouija-wagon. Migo wabong bjinak, Gibagum Shkat Nvijiwagan. I know this one we talked about in Bikung lots. So black spruces are so named because they look like they got scared compared to a white spruce. I don't know about other communities, but in Bikung, they all look like that. White spruces look like Dr. Johnny Fever, they're all relaxed, and the black spruces have more upwards pointing boughs. So the word for one black spruce, zesegandak, the A drops here. But that's that last word, everything before the OOG, zesegandak, if I remember correctly. And this is reduplicated form of being afraid, I believe. And so that last word means black spruces. And again, working backwards, ejnagaziwat, how they appear, how they look. So how they look, black spruces. And me is hard to define, but it sets it off into the conjunct. So that's how black spruces look, is the second part of the sentence. Shkokawa, to be like stunned or startled. Third person, shkokawa, from the verb shkoka. And the bishko, for example, or like, or just like, something like that. The bishko shkokawat, like they are startled, semicolon. Miejnagazewat ze segan the book. The bishko shkokawat, miejnagazewat ze segan the book. The bishko shkokawat, miejnagazewat ze segan the book. Number 33, this is real teaching from Bikutagong that we shared. Neaptosh nukming da chigadenwan moz ukadman gagishkwan sint kidok uguenwok chinishnabek. Neaptosh nukming da chigadenwan moz ukadman gagishkwan sint kidok uguenwok chinishnabek. Neaptosh, back then, neap, back then, dush, nope, ming, in the bush, dat chigaden one, some, it's an obviative, so somebody, something should be put. Actually, that means somebody, something should be put. And mos ukadman, moose legs. Moose legs. So neaptosh noping dat chigaden one moz ukadman gagi, past tense. Other dialects use ga only. Shkwa after, and sint from the verb, the VTA, to kill an animate being, nsa. So after he or she is killed. Neaptosh noping dat chigad den one mosukadman gagi shquad sint. Kidwok, they say, from the verb kido. Uguenwok. It's a demonstrative pronoun. Animate beings, these animate beings. Chinishnabek, elders. That's how we say elders in Bikutagong, Chinishnabek, which doesn't mean big Nishnabek people. It means quite. Che is quite in this sense. Chinishnabek.
Nicolette, John, we have a question in the chat.
Okay.
One of our participants has stated, I noticed for the words, I know you drop the A a lot. Like I know beaver is a Mick. Here, but here it was Mick. And then that happened for Earth Day. I've heard a cat is Earth, but in Earth Day, it was, yeah, same with Anishinaabe and Anishinaabe. I was wondering if the dropping of the A is just a pronunciation or dialect thing, or is it more of a grammar conjugation type thing where you are conjugating the word?
Okay, so Beektagong is what's called a syncopated dialect. And so it's not a style thing, it's a requirement. And so certain short vowels get dropped and certain ones don't. And it depends on the rhythm of, and there's rules for that. So the word Anishinaabe, for example, Anishinaabe, not only the A is dropped, but also that middle short I is dropped. There's rules for that. You could make a math equation out of it if you wanted. They're not optional. Beektagong is a syncopated dialect, so it's a vowel dropping dialect, we would say. And so everything that's written here is spelled correctly, unless I notice one of my mistakes. We're very strict on the writing system. There's a whole, like, we follow Rhodes's, if you want to look at the double vowel for syncopated dialects, Richard Rhodes's dictionary is a really good place. If you're comparing it to a non-syncopated dialect, which I'm assuming whoever asked the question is, then a good place to look at that is Ojibwe People's Dictionary. That's a non-syncopated, all the forms on there, wherever the community is wherever that term or terms come from, the community, it's not syncopated. There's nothing on that website that's syncopated. Richard Rhodes is all syncopated. Dr. Marianne Corbier's dictionary, also online, all syncopated. So Beektagong is a syncopated dialect. So it's just the way of saying the same word. So one way is not right and one way is not wrong, despite what some people might tell you. But in Beektagong, there is a wrong way to spell it. So there's no A, for example, on Anishinaabe or no A on Amik. Does that help whoever asked that?
Yes, he says thank you.
Okay.
And that so it is complicated, he says.
Yeah, it's yeah. Okay, well, it isn't, and we'll have a video online. I'll show you how to do it. It's not, don't give up and it's not complicated. It's pretty straightforward. But thank you for asking that, Miigwech. Number 34. This artwork, by the way, is just wonderful. That turtle and this, like, that when you sent me this, Laura, yesterday, I was like just struck by this. So I was going to say that, but of course I couldn't log on to Zoom. But whoever is doing this, I know there's those three people. Zoe, I saw, was one of them. It's absolutely beautiful. So I don't know who. I just please everyone know this is absolutely gorgeous. I wish my spelling errors weren't interrupting this beautiful artwork here. Number 34. Chihuahua de nopming. Gina de echo. Nimishom sinaban. Windowenjiget. Chihuahua de nopming. Gina de echo. Nimishom sinaban. Windowenjiget. Chihuahua. Wasa is far. Chihuahua is very far. Wede over there. Nope Ming in the bush. Alternative spellings with one I in that word. Ginade ko. Nade is the verb. Nade. You reckon it from Joshquade, some of you might know that ade means to skate, and the en means to a certain place. So nade is to skate to a certain place. Ginade, in this case, he skated to a certain place. So, used to. He used to skate to a certain place. Nimishom Sanaban, my late grandfather, I'm sorry, our late grandfather. So, N in Naban. So in Beektagong, they call the deceased buns, by the way, buns. So if this is Naban, makes it our, it, not including the listener, whoever this person is saying this, it's not their late grandfather. So Nimishom Sanaban is our late grandfather, not yours, who's ever listening to this person saying this. And the next one, winduenjiget, from the verb nduenjiget, which means to hunt. But in my understanding, particularly means to hunt for a specific purpose, almost ceremonially. And winduenjiget, that is a plain conjunct. Future we, duenjiget, D on the end is he or she or z. Winduenjiget. So chiwasa with very far over there, no Ming in the bush, ko. He used to ice skate. Mishom Sanaban, our late grandfather, Winduenjigate, to go to hunt. Number 35, Jeba Gyushkinitage Guzis. Benewan Ginsan. Jeba Gyushkinitage Guzis. Benewan Ginsan. Jeba, this past morning, the next bunch of words that are hyphenated, nitage, to kill, he's killing, he's hunting, but by killing. Ushke, new, gi last tense. And I shouldn't have that N apostrophe on there. That should not be there. That's my mistake, I believe. Anyway, it's my son, gi. If you just take that first, I apologize for my typing, N apostrophe, just take that off there. So gi is a tense marker, past tense. Ushke, new, and nitage, kill, hunt by killing. So nguzis, my son. My son, past tense, new, killed. So in Biktigong, it's used for first kill. So jeba giushkinitage nguzis. So this morning, my son made his first kill. One from the verb bina for partridge. Obviated, that's what the N is on there. And we know this because my son is the one doing the acting on another animate being, in this case, a partridge. So it gets obviated, which is what that N is. One, the object of the killing. Ugin san, the N is obviated because this verb is applying to the partridge. And somebody sad the bineh, which is to kill, which we know is the son. So jeba giushkinitage nguzis bunewan uginsan.
John, I have a question for you. I've noticed a couple of times when you've had W, for example, Gi and Sun, that I'm not really hearing the pronunciation. Is it silent or?
If it's written, you'll hear it. You
Okay.
should hear it. That's my Zoom connection. The W is important. The initial W in Biktigong is sometimes optional. I don't make it optional. But uginsan.
You betcha.
Okay. Yeah, if it's written, it should be pronounced. There's nothing here that should be optional. Unless, of course, I'm making mistakes, right? But my intention was to pronounce it. Number 36. Is that okay, Lori? Okay. Hoa. That's a very common word. Hoa. Tiabego taunige. Gemishomis. Hoa. Tiabego taunige. Gemishomis. Did you hear my W that time? Hoa. Wow, something like that, right? Oh, holy geez. Like wow. Hoa. Giabe, still. Go, exclamation point. Giabe, go. Ta, to be proficient, to be good at. the preverb. Uniga, trapping. Uniga, he is trapping. Tauniga, he is really good at trapping. He's a very proficient trapper. Mishomis, from the dependent animate noun. Mishomis, with the personal prefix of G, from Gin, you singular, your grandfather. Hoa, wow. Yabigo, still. Tauniga, proficient at trapping. Mishomis, your grandfather. Hoa, Yabigo, Tauniga, Mishomis.
John, we have a question in the chat, and it's from Delphine, who I think is joining us all the way from BC. And she's wondering, were all the glottal stops supposed to be removed in number 35 or just the first two?
There's no glottal stop in 35.
Okay, you got.
So
Oh, she's
in
from back.
B2's, yeah, in B, okay, so that's, I'm betting, going to be a full vowel community. So I'm assuming I'm speaking to Delphine. So in full vowel Ojibwe, which I'm assuming is out west, the apostrophe is a glottal stop, like Ojibwe People's Dictionary. In Beek-Tagong's dialect, the apostrophe is not, it's a separator. But it's not a glottal stop. The glottal stop is an H. And if you look at 34, ginadeko, the word before the last on 34 on the top slide here, Naadh, that H is a glottal. The apostrophe in Beek-Tagong's dialect, because it is a syncopated dialect, it's the same as Richard Rhodes's dictionary. If you could grab a copy of that, or you could find someone to send you a screenshot, the syncopated dialects use the apostrophe differently. And very briefly, I could share this with you. For example, in 35, there's an apostrophe before the N and the G, in two cases, actually. The reason that we do that in syncopated dialects, and this is not optional, is because there is what are called graphemes or letters. There's an N, a G, and there's also an NG. There's an NG letter. So if we didn't write the apostrophe, it would be unclear and ambiguous whether the writer meant whether the writer meant N and G, or whether the writer meant NG. So if a combination of consonants is the same as another letter in Beek-Tagong's dialect, or whatever syncopated dialect, then you have to put an apostrophe to tell the reader those are two separate consonants. And you'll notice in Wabung, which the NG on the end is one letter, there was no apostrophe between that. So the summary is, in syncopated dialects or vowel dropping dialects, the apostrophe symbolizes that the two letters on either side of it, if we didn't have it, could be represented confusingly as a letter within that dialect. In full vowel dialects, like on Ojibwe People's Dictionary, the apostrophe is a glottal. Hopefully that helps. And if it didn't, please tell me. Where we been the mok weshkiniguat, we kendemuat gagij kwaiwaying. Where we been the mok weshkiniguat, we kendemuat gagij kwaiwaying. Where we bend them, third person plural, they are where we bend them. They are eager. They can't wait. Weshkiniguat, from the verb ushkinige, to be young. So weshkiniguat, those who are young, or the young beings, the young people. We kendamawat, for them to know something. We is the future tense. To know something. Gagi, other dialects use ga as the change conjunct past tense. Je, manner of. Kwaiwaying, or kwaiwa, is the verb to ice fish. with a spear. I'm sorry, to fish with a spear. Kwo used to. Where we bend the mok weskini guat, we ken the moat gagija kwaiwainko. And number 38, Hanishnabe mok sugo geget giwenok gajimant kewat. Hanishnabe mok sugo geget giwenok gajiman kewat. Ta, be proficient or really good at. Nishnabe mo, speaking the language. Wok, they, third person plural. They are really good at speaking the language. Sa is a filler. I'll just say here, go or sugo. It's kind of like an exclamation point, but it is indicating a little bit of surprise, I think. Geget, other dialects, gegete, but like truly or indeed for real. Gwenok, those animate beings over there. Gajiman kewat is the change conjunct, third person plural. Other dialects will say jiman kejik. Bictongo is not a jik community, J-I-G. It is a Wat community, W-A-A-D. Gajiman kewat. On Wiki, they would say jiman kejik. So Tanishnabe Moksugo Geget Guenok Gajiman Kewat. Number 39. Anish Iduk Gaginizang Uwe Mosh Kim Ga Wing Gegon Min Pedan Uwe Anish Iduk Gaginizang Uwe Mosh Kim Ga Wing Gego Min Pedan Uwe Anish Iduk. How in the world, something like that. Gagin is Zung. Change conjunct to cook something a certain way, third person. This we manda in other dialects. Moz shkin is moose nose in Bictongo, and ga from the dependent animate noun ga, other dialects gashe, ga, and then a G on the front means your ga, your mother. So how in the world did your mother cook this moose nose? Uingego apshigo in other dialects, uingego very much. Uingego min pedan, it tastes good to me, this, manda in other dialects. Number 40, Anish ejuizot, wedeque gawindausot. Anish ejuizot, wedeque gawindausot. You can also use Anish ejnikazot in Bictongo, and I suspect other dialects. What is, how, in what manner is she named? Wedeque, that woman over there. Gawindausot, she who is doing the naming right now. Anish ejuizot, wedeque gawindausot. Number 41. Anish dino, what kind, what type? Anish dinom tik geabagient. We bogged away what to go kenan. Wrong, it's the wrong one there. Anish dinom tik geabagient. We bogged away what to go kenan. Wrong. You can also say that last one. We bogged away what to go king. Anish dino, what type? Tik tree. Geabagient. Animate being which could be or shall be used to make lacrosse sticks, from the verb bagdue, lacrosse, atigo, or atik is a lacrosse stick, ke, to make, non-wong makes it abstract, almost like one is making lacrosse sticks.
Okay, I've been waiting for this question. And I'm wondering what kind of tree should we be using?
For making lacrosse sticks,
Yes.
I'm just a language guy.
Miigwech.
Ah. Number 42. Mem de gego. Giwenok wabozok. Ginta gijigabinak. Mem de gego. Giwenok wabozok. Ginta gijigabinak. I don't know why that sounds funny to me, that sentence. Mem de ge is especially, go, exclamation point. Especially the ones over there, wabozok, those rabbits, especially the ones over there, those rabbits, gintagajigabinak. Gi is past tense, G is you, and ta is proficiently, gajigabinak, to skin an animate being, and G makes it plural because there's more than one rabbit. Mendegego geweno quabozok gintagajigabinak. Number 43. Wenen gagi kinomojit nuen one bagakwanan gezujitoid. Wenen gagi kinomojit nuen one bagakwanan gezujitoid. Wenen who gagi kinomojit, past tense, change conjunct, an individual who taught you singular. Nuen one, those animate things over there. Bagakwan would be one. It's a round dance. Yeah, okay, I wrote hand drum. Okay, so those are hand drum. Bagakwan is a hand drum drumstick. Bagakwanan is hand drum sticks in plural inanimate noun. Ge, shall, je, manner in which, ujito, from the verb ujiton, that an animate being is making something inanimate, yin, that you. Wenen gagi knomojit, nuenon, bagak kwanan, gejujitoyin. Number 44. Nishke, ejin skach, tat, megwa, wedin noje, kwa. Nishkejin skach, tat, megwa, wedin noje, kwa. Nishke, check it out, something like that. Eje, the manner in which, shkach, ta, to be quite agitated and acting thusly, so act angry maybe. Magua, right now. Wede, animate being over there. Noje kwa, female bear. You'll recognize kwa from kwa, just a bear, will be MKWA. In Bictagong, they use noje kwa for female bear. Nozhe is female, morpheme. If it was a male bear, nabe kwa in Bictagong. Naabe KWA, one word. Nishke ejin skach tat megwa wede noje kwa. Number 45. Minigo na sap wenene gagibod wet agua gagid nukamiguk endain. Minigo na sap we nine gagibod wet agua gagid nukamiguk endai. Na is a second letter, means it's a yes no question. Me just sets it off into conjunct. Go is an exclamation point. Nasap, same. Wenine, this man. Gagi bodwet, from the verb bodwet, to make fire. Gagi is a past tense change conjunct. D is he. Gagi bodwet, the one who made fire. Ginagwa, yesterday. Gagi, the nukamiguk, from the verb the nukkamigut, an event happening in a certain place. So Gagi nukkamigut, the event that happened in a certain place, past tense, endayin, at your residence. Minigo nasap winine Gagi bodwet pajinagwa. Gagi nukkamigut endayin. 46. Wingego gichipitenmin kena Gagija dokwijid. Wingego gichipitenmin kina Gagija dokwijid. Wingego, very much so. Gichipitenmin, I appreciate you. From the verb chipitenma. Kina, all. And then this next chunk of words here from the verb widokwa, help. Je, widokwa, the manner of helping someone. And gagi with the yin on the front is a change conjunct of you helping me. Gagi widokwishin. Gagija widokwishin. Wingego gichipitenmin. Kina gagija widokwishin. Number 47, ekunano bonagok etta. Imaginagamo, where the quezens. Ekunano bonagok etta. Imaginagamo, where the quezens. Ekunano bonagok, 5 years ago. The E on the front and the K on the back of that first term is a change conjunct. Ko is used to or formerly. Nano is a preverb of 5. Bonagut. Bonagut is the verb. For it is a certain number of, or it is a year. So it used to be 5 years. That's what we use for 5 years ago. Etta only. Gi past tense. Maji preverb for starting. Gomos singing. So gimajina gomor. She started singing. Wede, that animate being over there, Quezance, that young lady, the young woman, something like that. And then this next sentence, you have this echo again, echo. So, migo echo nijing etta, chigaming wede, gijabamshkayad. Migo echo nijing etta, chigaming wede, gijabamshkayad. Migo ekonijing is the second from the verb nijin, and we use a preverb of formally. It's a little bit idiomatic, but ekonijing is a change conjunct, which means the second. So ekon sing, ekon niwing is second, third, fourth, etc. Ekon daching, 10th. So migo ekonijing is this. It is the second time. Etta only. Chigaming on the Great Lake, and Bitagon, that Great Lakes, Lake Superior. Wede, over there. Gi, past tense. Dje, in a certain location. Bamshka is the verb for paddling around. Yan, the plain conjunct for nin, me singular. Migo ekonijing etta. Chigaming wede. Gijabamshkayan. Number 49. Gawin giabe we jaganashim si. Kedo wedik chinishnabe. The nishnabe mo etta. Gawin giabe we jaganashim si. Kedo wedik chinishnabe. The nishnabe mo etta. Gawin giabe, not anymore. We jaganashim si. She is not going to speak English. Kido, she says, wede, or he says, wede, that animate being over there, chinishnabe, elder, literally the quite Anishinaabe being, by the way, Chinishinaabe. Da is a pre-verb for the third person. Ga is first or second person, means shall. So the Anishinaabe mo shall speak the language et only. Gawin giabe we jaganashim si kidowe de Chinishinaabe. The Anishinaabe mo eta. And number 50. Gawin giabe bisiok nojish. Start again. Gawin giabe bisiok nojish. Gagi kokendang ejiba agmuset. Gawin giabe bisiok nojish. Gagi kokendang ejiba agmuset. Gawin giabe, not anymore. Bisiok. And I made a mistake on this one too. It should be bisi. That wok doesn't belong there. My apologies. Gawin giabe bisi. From the verb be is to be at home. And the negative SII has to be used because gawin is. So gawin giabe bisi. Nojis. My granddaughter is not home anymore. And the next part of the sentence, gagi. Other dialects use ga. Past tense change conjunct. Ko, since. Kendong, knowing. Ejiba agamaset, the manner in which she snowshoes around or snowshoes about. Gawin giabe bisi nojis. Gagi ko kendong ejiba agamaset. Number 51, unuen one bene one who give one bjinago nojis. Unuen one bene one who give one bjinago nojis. So we have obviation happening here. So inanimate being, my grandson, nojis, use the bow and arrow to shoot. B'mwa is to shoot. You see that in the middle there. And the object of the shooting was a partridge again, beneh. So we obviate partridge, beneh one, that's what that N is. And in Bikta, when we know it's only one partridge, because it's not an H, it's not plural. When the when one, beneh one, this partridge here, ugib one, b'jinago nojis. Ugib one, inanimate being shot the partridge, b'jinago yesterday, nojis, my grandson. It really means my grandchild. So, but in English, I think I just mixed them up there, but to keep it a variety. But nojis means my grandchild. And so can I say a little bit about these links on here that Lori, so when I emailed you the links, your email system changes them into these, which are safe. So the links I sent you were this big, but the links that your system converts it to make them safe. But anyway, they all work, presumably. And so miigwech.
For sure. And if anyone would like to check out the links, if we can go back a slide, please. At the top here where it says big2gong.com, John and Joanne have a whole bunch of really great resources posted, things from videos, consonant charts, vowel charts, those sorts of things. And so I'd like to take this opportunity to thank John Paul and Joanne for joining us today and all of the hard work that they did in creating the sentences for the calendars. This was fabulous. Chimiwech. Sadie, you can, if you go to big2go.com, then you'll find everything. It'll be all kinds of, you'll see the links very clearly there. And so our next Anishinaabe Nation Gisasom Zinigan Anishinaabe Moan teaching session will be the first week of May. We haven't had a date confirmed yet, but our facilitator will be Ian McCallum of Muncie Delaware Nation. And so this will be our very first time hosting a session in Lenape. And so for those of you who are Lenape learners and speakers, I hope that you'll join us and everyone else as well. Miigwech. And so the registration for that will be posted on our Anishinaabe Nation Facebook page, so you can find it there. And so Gitmiigwech, Gibajayak, for more information about our newly launched Anishinaabemowin department at Anishinaabe Nation, you can contact Ali at her email address listed on the screen and myself listed below anytime. We're so happy that you all joined us, and a special thanks to our facilitators today. Miigwech, everyone.
Miigwech.
Miigwech.